In this exercise, you will perform a set of flame tests to chemicals and observe the results of these tests to create a series of cation conformation tests. You will then use this experience to perform the conformation flame test to identify the cation of 3 unknown chemicals. Finally, you will use the results of exercise 1 to determine the anion portion of the 3 unknown chemicals. Put on your safety goggles and gloves. Place the burner fuel on the pie plate. Uncap the burner fuel and light the wick with the matches or lighter. Before continuing with the next steps, watch the video through to orientate yourself with the procedures. Use the spatula to hold a pea-sized amount of potassium iodide at the end of the spatula. Place the end of the spatula directly into the flame, between the 2 convex flame colors, and allow the chemical to interact with the flame. It will take between 30 seconds and 2 minutes to observe the reaction. Continue to observe the flame until the color of the flame changes. Record the observations and the color of the flame when reacting with the cation in Data Table 2. When the observations are complete, pull the spatula away from the flame and allow the spatula to cool for 1 to 2 minutes. Rinse the spatula with water to remove the chemical residue and dry the spatula with a paper towel. Repeat the steps for the remaining 4 chemicals in Data Table 2. Do not yet perform the cation flame test on the unknowns. Note: at this point in the exercise, Data Table 2 is a key for cation flame conformation test and can be used to identify the cation in unknown chemicals. Repeat the steps for unknown number 105. Compare the observation of the color of the flame of unknown number 105 to the cation observations already made in Data Table 2 to determine the identity of the cation in unknown number 105. Record the identity of the unknown number 105 in Data Table 2. Repeat steps for unknown number 106 and unknown number 107. Extinguish the flame of the burner by carefully placing the cap on top of the flame. Do not screw the cap onto the burner until the burner has completely cooled. Gather the well plate containing chemicals from exercise 1, distilled water, and an empty pipette. Note: in the next few steps, you will use the flowchart prepared in exercise 1 to determine the anions of unknown number 105, unknown number 106, and unknown number 107. From this, you will be able to identify the name of the chemical, both anion and cation, of these 3 unknowns. Use the results in Data Table 2 to fill in the identification of the cation for unknown number 105, unknown number 106, and unknown number 107 in Data Table 3. Place a pea-sized amount of unknown number 105 into an empty well of the well plate. Use the empty pipette to add 1 drop of distilled water directly onto the chemical. Use the experience of exercise 1, including Data Table 1 and the created flowchart, to perform the anion conformation test to unknown number 105. Record observations in Data Table 3 in the anion test observations column. Comparing the observations for unknown number 105 to Data Table 1 and the created flowchart, determine the identity of the anion for the unknown number 105 and record in Data Table 3. Combine the determined identity of the cation and anion for unknown number 105 to determine the complete chemical identity of unknown number 105. Record the name of the chemical and the chemical formula in Data Table 3. Repeat the steps for unknown number 106 and unknown number 107. Clean up and return items to the kit for future use.